Nobody told me about turning 50. And I'm not talking about because my knees all of a sudden started hurting or because I suddenly needed reading glasses. Honestly, none of that surprised me. What surprised me was how differently I started looking at time. Somewhere after 50, I stopped assuming that my best years were still ahead of me. And I started realizing every birthday isn't just adding another year, it's taking one away. Nobody prepared me for that. What's up, good people? Welcome back to Four Titles, One Truth. Hey, I'm Tommie.
And I'm Lance. Today's conversation is about what nobody tells men about life after 50. Let's get into it, brother.
Before turning 50, what did you worry about that turned out not to matter nearly as much as you thought it would?
That's a good question. Probably the biggest thing was like what was I gonna, like money? What was I gonna do for money for career wise? That type of thing.
Yeah,
Because I didn't. I mean, I figured that looking at parents and folks that I knew was like, oh, they worked all the way through
forever.
60,
Yeah.
they were up there working all the way through. So I was like, okay, once I get out the military,
What am I going to do?
yeah, what am I going to go back to, do I want to go back to nursing? And then what type of nursing do I want to do? And I mean, so it was, and knowing now
Yeah.
after retiring, it's like, I wasn't even a work, because it's not, I'm not chasing dollar signs, which
Or
is,
positions
yeah,
or rank.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
get
chasing
that.
any of that. So it's like, okay, I don't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
And that was probably the biggest worry because I know, you probably know folks too that are our age and don't have any type of
Yeah.
security,
And retirement. Yeah.
So, I mean, that probably was my biggest thing was just worrying about that security, worrying about that security and what was I going to do? How was I going to be able to take care of my family and help out and do the things that I seen some of the older generations,
Yeah.
do willingly or unwillingly, So
To
I was like,
survive.
okay,
Yeah.
how am I going to do that and still live the life that I want to,
Yeah.
live too? So,
Yeah. I get that. Um, this question is a little hard for me because I never really, I didn't really look too far in the future. You know what I'm saying? So turning 50 didn't really come up till I was into my 40s. You know what I
I,
mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you about that.
So I think my biggest fear about aging is you know, I probably mentioned this to you before, but there was a conversation had between my grandfather and my father's brothers and my father, right? And that comment that was thrown out, a question that was raised was, he said, "How long do you think you all live?"
Ooh,
And his comeback to that was, because Joneses don't really live that. Jones men don't live that long, you know. And he was, and the conversation went on. The context of it was that Jones men tended to die in their early 60s. You know what I'm saying? And every one of my uncles died in their 60s. Yeah. And then I have one uncle that reached mid to late 70s. And so that wasn't a thing to me when I was younger because it never really
well, you think
resonated.
about
Yeah,
it,
it
yeah.
never resonated. But my dad passed away when he was 63.
Mm-hmm.
And now
That ain't too
me
far
reaching
away.
50, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a decade, man. That's
yeah,
some
that ain't too
change,
far
right?
away.
And so my biggest fear is, and I can't control it, but anxiety is knocking on the door
Uh-huh.
the closer I get to 60. So what that's led me to believe is that if that's going to be something I can't seem to get over, then I have to stop worrying about the simple stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And just start uh, doing what I think is best for my family and me.
Right.
Right. And so that's where I am now. But if I was to sit there and think about being old when I was younger, it'd probably have to be my ability to work out and maintain
For your
because,
health.
yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
decades I was just it was what I did, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and the thought of maybe either by doing that so much hurting myself and not uh, allowing me to live my best life when
Right.
I'm over 50 was a fear concern. And but then when I turned 50, I just I woke up and realized, not on that day, but my mind woke up and realized that if you make adjustments to that workout,
Right.
you know, you can work out until you're
Right.
in the box, you know. So that's pretty much where my mind goes when this question's asked. It
Mm-hmm.
goes to the extreme and then comes back
Yeah.
to a little bit
Yeah.
less. So,
All right. So what's something nobody warned you would become harder after 50?
you know, what somebody didn't warn me.
What caught you completely off guard?
I just, this may be a vanity thing, but just looking in the mirror and seeing how much you've changed, you know what I mean?
How your body
No,
morphs.
just everything from your face to like my face is fat now. I ain't never had a fat face, you know, and I ain't fat, you know. Uh,
You sit there and do the.
yeah, like
We like, hold on.
now you see why people now you see why
We like,
people
oh
pull
man. Yeah.
that man. And then like my dad grayed early in his
Uh-huh.
gray hair. By the time he was my age, it was like 95.5, you know,
Uh-huh.
gray to black. And so that wasn't really, yeah, just think what I'd see in the mirror, man, and what I thought I'd be able to maintain and what I thought I'd be able to consistently be.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't so true. I told you that time I was staring in the mirror. I was 2 years into retirement. I was working out like a mug, but my body started, just started what it does, right? And so I was in the mirror and I would stop working out for months, man. And I was just eating everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked in the mirror, I had my shirt off, and I thought
Ooh.
somebody was standing. Thought somebody was standing behind me,
Tell them
man.
get out the way. You
Yeah,
like,
like
who is
what?
that?
So no, I guess that was just looking in the mirror and seeing a different you that you've seen for 30 years, man. For
Yep.
30 years, my face has been the same while I look in that
Yep.
mirror. So, what about
I
you?
understand. I mean that's a big one right there. But just not understanding, like all of this. My kids are talking about something and or just the different words and things
Oh,
like that.
the
I mean, it's
new,
just like, what are you talking
the
about?
new hip
I
lingo.
don't understand. Yeah, because it'd be stuff like my wife would know something, and I'm like, what are they talking about? She's like, are you serious? I'm like, what are they? I'm serious. What are they talking? I don't know. So I mean, so that on top of looking in looking in the mirror and just like, what in the hell? It's like I was 160 pounds. I'm looking at myself
Lean.
and what that, and then like I started losing my ass. I'm like, what in the hell? Why are these pants looser than what they're supposed to be? And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay. I mean, so it's yeah, that
yeah.
physical piece of it
It's
is a
real.
mother, boy. Especially
Yeah.
when that's what you've been doing for
That's what I'm saying, man.
30, 40. You've been working out and you've been keeping yourself in shape. When you feel like
Shit.
getting up to that point of retiring, that is like, I've been doing what I'm supposed to
Yeah,
do, so I'm gonna
yeah.
be straight.
And now what's worse is if I look at the picture from retirement, I look different.
Yeah.
That was just 5 years
Well,
ago.
I can look at pictures whenever I was a cadet or second lieutenant to the time when I walked across the stage and got my thing, and I'm like, okay, let me grow some hair. Try to grow some hair on my face. Try to hide this double chin. Do I got double chin or something. Let me.
Why is it vibrating? Why is it vibrating right
It's
here?
all of that, man.
All right.
It's all of that.
Well, hey, let's talk about, hey, if you could go back and spend time with, we'll say, 37-year-old, right? Because that's pretty much the time you're over. That's when you start to see 40s coming.
I'm trying to see what year was that.
Ooh-wee. Now I got to do math. But while you're thinking, what's the one lesson you'd make sure that 37-year-old Lance would understand?
15. That's like 2005. Shoot. What's one lesson?
2005, I was on the trail.
I think, yeah.
Sergeant first class, drill sergeant.
A lot. It's dealing with health because that's probably been my biggest thing after turning 50. What I've been dealing with is like, don't wait, don't skimp, don't waste, don't
Yeah.
hesitate.
Go to the
Because
doctor.
I can tell you, when I was younger, I mean, it'd be like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not. It's fine. I don't need to go
Yeah.
bother somebody with that or worry about that. I don't, because I feel like a lot of different things that I deal with now. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be dealing with them, but I feel like it would be a lot less
Easier, yeah.
a lot easier, a lot less, or things that I wouldn't be,
Yeah, I get
have
that.
to take a pill for or something, know.
I get that. For me, it would be start saving money better. That's what it would be for me. Because at that age, I was still ignorant and hard-headed.
Wait, you told yourself that before. I mean, even
Yeah.
before 30.
Yeah. But at 37, even though that's just like freaking 17 years ago, right? But at 37, if I would have just focused more on, I cleaned up my credit. I was good with that. I could buy whatever I want on credit side. I was making decent money as a sergeant first class on drill sergeant pay. So there was extra income coming
That you could
into
have
my,
been
absolutely,
putting in something.
that
I
I could have
understand
used better. Yeah. And also I'd tell my younger self to and I love my mom beyond, but I would still tell myself to be more present, more relevant in that relationship. It took me till COVID to understand that I need to talk to her and see her once a week
Right.
and start showing FaceTime and stuff like that. So, but I would have, and my mom traveled a lot, so we were together a lot between, or she was with her kids a lot.
Okay.
Because dad passed in '04. So mom was starting to get into her travel mindset. So I don't regret the relationship because I don't think I failed, but I would just,
You feel like you
more
could have done
time.
better. Yeah, you could have done
yeah.
a little more. I mean, and I think
Yeah.
that's with a lot of stuff as we get older.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at, because I can look back at things now and be like, I ain't need that. You see a lot of stuff that you could do without.
Yeah.
And it's some stuff that's like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
always do that. But it's a lot of stuff now. Because I was telling Audrey, it's like, I ain't a minimalist,
Yeah.
but it's something where I be like, I don't need,
Yeah.
I don't need that. Where back in the day, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah. I got to have them
got to have that,
rims.
got to that.
Got
Yeah,
to have that
so-
shit. So that's where all my money was,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, that, I mean, as far as when you talk about the save, I mean, that's with my kids. That's the one thing that I told,
Yeah.
early on, in their careers, is like, start doing this, because I didn't have anybody do. I mean, I wish that somebody would have told me that at the time before.
You think you would have listened?
think
Because
so.
like for me, the reason I asked that is because for me, my mom talked about saving money. Dad didn't really talk about it because he just gave it to mom.
Mine really didn't talk about, you know,
Yeah.
it was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I mean, and
I
it's
need
not
money.
like I
Yeah.
didn't know about it, but it
Didn't act on
wasn't
it. Yeah.
you know, it wasn't like really
A
stressed on,
priority.
you
Yeah.
know, because it was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm doing this to
Yeah.
have a retirement. It was like I could have had more,
Yeah.
a lot
Absolutely.
more than what I
Now,
have.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
thinking about stuff, but it's
You
just
see,
one of
worried
those
about
things
how
where,
people see you. You
hmm
spending stuff and on. You're spending money on stuff that is only truly relevant to you, but
hmm
you think it's relevant to everybody else, like the clothes you wear, the car, the rims, the sounds,
well,
just
your
all that
house.
stuff.
I mean, and
Yeah, all that.
then when you have kids, it's okay. I want to take them to
Yeah,
this
yeah,
place. You know, I don't want to be able to do that because I didn't get to do that whenever I was a kid. I
yeah,
want them to be able to experience that. So
yeah,
trying to give them some experiences that I didn't have
yeah,
growing up. You know, I mean, it's a lot of stuff,
yeah.
but
You go.
yeah, I mean, and but it's exactly what you said. It's like, would I have listened?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah.
I don't hear that.
Who are you?
Yeah,
I mean, you look like me, but
no, get
you
out
ain't
of
my
here.
daddy.
Yeah, get out of here. Go back to your
Yeah, your
universe.
future.
Go back to your
Yeah. Go back to the other
go back to
Spider
your
Verse.
multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah, the multiverse. Hilarious.
All right. So, have your priorities changed, or have you finally become honest about what has always mattered?
It's to me that's the same question.
Well, what do you care about
Yeah.
less today?
Yeah. And that's so yes, my priorities changed.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason my priorities changed is because I stopped just thinking about myself.
Mm-hmm.
For years I thought only about myself. And so my priorities have changed to the point to where there's no question I'm an adult. There's no question I'm a
That you
man.
are,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? There's no question that I'm educated. There's no
Mm-hmm.
question that I've had a decent career. There's no question that I've checked a lot of blocks. So, and you sort of mentioned it earlier, is the fact that I consciously am aware that I'm not in the rat race anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that I'm doing now for the first time in my life, post 50, post retirement, is if I want to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not I have to do that.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and I
So,
think that that's a gift
absolutely.
because you still have people out there doing things because they have
Feel
to,
that, yeah.
even after
Yeah.
after 50 and
Yeah. And
older than this.
have better credentials than I have
Yeah.
or we have. So yeah, but that has been and I say that not ignoring the fact that my first few years out of the military was tough on me
Right.
because I was before I retired I had an idea of who I was
Mm-hmm.
and what I was going to do post retirement. Then you actually retire, then I actually moved and established myself here in San Antonio, you know, my wife, and it was scary. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to wake up in the morning and go somewhere to go to work and worry about 1,000 people's different
Yeah.
problems
By
and,
trying to
and
solve
trying to
them because that's what you
yeah,
did. Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about that. And that abrupt stop had a hell of a vacuum, man.
Mm.
And it took me a while to figure out how
Right.
to move. You know what I'm saying? So that was my have my priority change absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's
If they
same.
don't, if you're a grown and growing man and your priorities don't change, it's gonna be a rough life.
Yeah. Mine have totally, and I think about it sometimes, like because when I turned 50, uh, 6 months after my
Retirement.
father. Well, no, 6 months
Oh,
after my father
oh,
passed.
that's ooh,
So
ooh.
I think sometimes it's like, I mean, this question you just thinking about it now is like, would my priorities been different if my father was still alive.
Ooh,
Now, because he was a big part of like, he was a big motivation piece for
absolutely.
me as far as pushing, as far as like, oh, I can go and do this, you know.
He's a perfect corner
So,
man. Your
uh,
pops is a perfect
yeah.
corner
So
man.
I know that uh, after he passed and turned 50, and I was getting ready to retire a couple of years after that, it was like, okay, I want to change my focus more onto my kids, uh, my wife, if she's gonna go back to, you know, because I didn't know if she was gonna go back to. I knew she was
Yeah.
gonna go back to work, but just supporting
Yeah.
those folks that were around me,
Yeah.
and then just enjoying, taking a step back, slowing down, and really enjoying
Yeah.
life, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and people. I mean, you hear people talk about that, but you
Yeah.
really don't understand it
No.
until you actually sit back and
Get in
go,
it. Yeah.
okay, I'm in control of this time
Yeah.
now and what I want to do and
Yeah.
how I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
it's such a, because you know, you have people ask all the time about, what are you doing now? What, you
Yeah.
know, how's, you know, and it's like, I said, it's
The younger people,
incredible,
older people, just people.
both,
Okay.
you know, and
Okay.
I'm saying just being in control. I said, just being in control of your time, you know, being in control of my time
Yeah.
now, that I didn't have that
Oh,
for, so especially in the military, and I know that people in
yeah.
civilian side don't have. You think you do, but you don't,
No.
because it's always something bigger that's pulling you from,
Absolutely. What you want to
yeah,
do.
reading
Yeah.
that
Who you
book,
want to be. Yeah.
building that, you know,
Yeah.
whatever, doing whatever hobby. I mean, you have to be very. I mean, if you have you know, hobbies, or you have things that you like doing, you have to be very call it direct, or
Yeah.
very with intent. You got to be
Absolutely.
very
Yeah.
intentful
Intentional.
about, yeah,
Absolutely.
about actually doing that and saying, okay, I'm gonna do this now, but I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna do this, so
Yeah.
it's like like I don't feel like I'm juggling stuff now,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm open.
Yeah.
It's like, what you need? Oh, yep, I got time. We can go do that.
Right.
You know,
That's how the
so
doctor's
yeah, so I gotta go.
that's how the
I need to
doctor's
go. Need to
appointment.
go fill my meds back up. I
Yeah.
got my pill. This my
Well, I'm with you, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. Within the last probably year is when I've stopped jumping out of bed urgently.
hmm
You know, like I gotta. It doesn't have to happen at 6 in the
no.
morning or 7 in the morning. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
the only thing I gotta do is just let my dogs out,
Yeah.
because I ain't trying to.
Well, luckily we train Zuzu.
Mm,
She sleep until we wake up. So
I,
all right. So has turning 50 made you feel more free? And you sort of went down that. We
mm-hmm,
sort of went down that hallway.
mm-hmm.
So are you more aware?
Oh
Are you free in the concept of what you were talking about and
yeah, I
where
mean,
we were going?
I feel freer. I mean, I started feeling free because I feel like I'm more comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm more
With the
accepting. You know, and I know more what I want. You know,
uh-huh.
what I want. I'm more aware of those things. And then after retiring, it really
So when you say accepting of yourself, what do you mean?
looking in the
For
mirror.
example, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Looking
Of
in the
who you're
mirror of,
becoming.
yeah, who I'm becoming, you know,
Okay.
and where I'm
Okay.
going, you know, the direction that I'm going in, and uh, you know, the personality that I have,
Yeah.
I mean, just all of that, where it's like you know, I don't have to agree with everybody just because they like it. Me and you don't have to, you know, we don't agree about stuff, but it ain't gonna make it any
Yeah.
less of, we still,
Wasted
but
energy.
yeah, we
Yeah.
still, but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like, no, I don't agree with that, you know, unless just like explain to me why, you know, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's not one of those things where you can just go
Yeah.
blindly,
Accept it.
blindly accept,
Yeah. Keep it
and
and
yeah,
keep your emotions to yourself
yeah, and
and
not, you know, and not be afraid to
yeah.
speak your, you know, let's say speak, when I say speak your mind, it's like, yeah, you know, but it's, I don't agree with that,
Yeah.
or to
Yeah.
be prideful
Yeah.
about your culture or your
Yeah.
race, or you know,
Yeah.
it's like things that
Yeah.
I feel like
That's sort of been put on the back
yeah,
burner.
I
Yeah.
think when we're younger,
Yeah.
when we're in our different careers, and it's because you have to do that to a certain extent, just because of just how society is. And I mean, and if people don't agree, you can not agree, but I would beg to differ that you, in order uh, to really
Succeed.
really
Yeah.
succeed, you have to do that
You
to
have to
to a
grow
certain
and
extent.
adjust yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then I feel like after you are done with all of that and you've done all your things, and I think that lessens up as you get older and you're in your profession or
Yeah.
career
With the
more.
promotions and
Yeah,
the
I mean, because it's like,
positions.
okay, would you? I mean, because you start understanding and learning that, especially if you're in a profession or whatever, where uh, your merits are based on your skill and what you
Yeah.
know how to do.
Yeah.
What you truly
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I feel for you. I
Mm.
mean, I'm happy. I just tell folks, and I'm happy. I'm content,
Yeah.
and all of those good things in life.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I don't want anybody to think that I'm over here angry and disgruntled and all that stuff. I do feel more free
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not tied to the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not tied to the 7 Army values. And I'm also not tied to being the example. You know what I'm saying? When I leave my house, I can just be me
Yeah, say
and
you are who
allow
you are.
myself to make mistakes, allow
Mm-hmm.
myself to to take different routes in life that before I never
Right,
even considered
and that's
because I
okay.
was the yeah,
And that's
that's
okay.
that's
And you
freeing.
can
It's
accept
free.
and
It's
you understand that that's okay. That
yeah,
happens sometimes.
yeah. It's absolutely freeing. And
Yeah.
but I will tell you the daily responsibility of being the standard bearer is
Yeah, it's a
exhausting.
lot of weight, man.
But you don't realize how exhausting it is
Mm-hmm.
until you stop. You see what I'm saying? And so that I never had a problem waking up, uh, putting on a uniform that was locked in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my boots locked in, whether it be clean or back in the day, super shined. Uh, the way I walked, the standards, you wouldn't catch me talking on a cell phone. You wouldn't catch me walking on the grass. You know what I'm saying? That's because those are the standards that I expected everybody else
Mm-hmm.
to live by. And so I'm sitting there locked in. And once you retire, you don't have to do that. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? And like, I don't have to worry about that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what's so freeing. Now, on the flip side, back to the first question,
Mm-hmm.
I'm keenly aware that time could be running out. And because it's linked to a finite time in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
that's where my the intensity that I had, that's where that's going. Because I'm in therapy. Like I'm really trying my best to work past that.
Right.
And I don't know, and I'm just be honest with you, I don't know if will that pass at 60 or 63,
I mean
or
that.
will that be an annual thing
Yeah. I
like
mean that.
it's a countdown?
When you talked about that hit me because that started making me think. Whereas like father was 78 when he passed.
Yeah.
I'm only like
That's
20
what I'm
years,
saying. Yeah.
24 years away from
Yeah.
that. And it's like, man, 20 years,
Yeah.
goes by,
Yeah.
go by
Because
quick.
30 did. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's like trying to get all of that in and
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
a lot of that. And like I want to have grandkids at some point,
Absolutely.
so it's
And be
like,
able to enjoy
man,
them.
but
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like but I can't
See how your
rush my
kids turn
kids in.
out at
Yeah.
40,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, so
all
I
that
just want to
stuff. Yeah.
see all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's that trying to take care of my health, man, is
And
that's probably my
focus.
biggest focus
Yeah.
and scare at this moment because it's like stuff comes up and it's like, where did that come? You know, and
Yeah.
it's like, I feel like I'm not. So it's like
Yeah.
just trying to do all of the things to align my health
Yeah.
up. You know,
Give
so I'm
yourself the
doing,
best
yeah,
chance.
give
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
I get it. And but has it changed the freedom that we've talked about?
hmm
Has it, as far as you know, has that changed the relationships with friends, with your kids, with your wife?
uh,
Do you see that as
I
a
think it's better. I think it's better with everyone involved, but I think it's even better with my family,
yeah?
just because
You get
I'm
time back
more attentive.
and
You
present.
know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
more present, more attentive. It's
Yeah.
not you know, and I notice things and I ask, you know, I don't, I just, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm there for them. I'm there with them.
Can I say something that popped in my head that may sound crappy, but I hope you understand what I'm
Mm,
saying? Now I actually think about my family and have time to think about my family instead of it being an afterthought. Because for years it was me, me, me. And then for years it was armies, army, soldiers, soldiers, mission, mission.
right.
So
I
did
don't.
I think about my family? Absolutely. Were they on my mind? Absolutely. But now I don't have to worry about DUIs from soldiers or suicides or uh, drugs or all that. I don't have to think about a mass of people.
Right.
My energy is now what's best for my family, what's best for
Yeah. I
me
mean, I
moving
don't.
forward.
I mean, I don't think the question was crap because I think that when we're in that rat race and when you're
Yeah.
younger,
Chasing.
I mean, you're there with your family. You're in that provider. I need to provide for my family. I
Yeah.
need to do this, and these are the things I have to
And
do.
this is what, yeah.
Yeah, to provide for my
Even though
family.
the our translation of what we need to do in the rat race to be successful, when we reach the retirement age, we're like, yes, it was this, but I could have, you
Done.
know,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
you know better.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you
You
know
know better,
better.
you do
Yeah,
better,
and
yeah,
I think that after as you get older, uh, then it's more of a you start getting more in touch with your emotional
yeah.
piece. You stop being you. I think you're not as afraid to show that
If
side of you. You
if you're an
shouldn't be.
evolved, yeah,
Yeah, you shouldn't be
because
afraid to show that side of you
yeah,
because it's a beautiful thing, you
yeah,
know. And
because I can't lie, my 70-year-old uncle, that joker still won't
so
show. You know, it's still. It takes a lot of conversation to get to it, and it's just like, why is it taking you so long? And it's because it's just the generation
yeah, I
time. You
mean
know,
it's
it's
just like
just
and it's such a burden to try
yeah.
to
And his time is
carry to hold,
shorter.
man.
He's got
Yeah.
to see his time shorter, see the change. Stuff I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
50, Joker's just 70. So, you know, that's the type of stuff that I never considered and I definitely would never comprehend
Right.
and give people grace. But I still have trouble giving myself grace because when I look at that daggone mirror, I have to duck
Just
out and come back.
walk by real quick.
And then
Yeah.
you just try to look at your wife and see if she'll ever have that disgusting
No.
look.
You'd be like, do you still think I'm sexy?
And then see if she laughs first or answers.
Be like, what's funny? What you laughing at?
So
Yeah.
let me ask you this question:
Okay.
freedom, post 50, post retirement. How has that affected the time you spend by yourself?
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to be by myself. I
Uh,
enjoy it sometimes.
is that a change?
Um, not having people. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know I would be at work around
Yeah.
however many. I mean,
Yeah.
for 8-10 hours
Yeah.
a day, so I was always around
Yeah.
people, and then you get home, and then you got your family, and it's still. I mean, it's no.
Right. No,
So
no, not being, yeah, but no break.
right,
Yeah.
no break.
Because now you have to turn on a different kind of energy.
yes, I mean, so now when I'm home alone and by myself
He
doing
twirling.
things. I'm good. Yeah, it's like okay. So then when people do come home, it's like, oh, all right, how y'all doing? And I
You
find
got
myself,
energy. You got
yeah,
time.
I find
Yeah.
myself sometimes like, oh, what time are y'all gonna be home? What time are y'all gonna come in here?
Where
So
y'all at?
I know.
But yeah,
Looking at them on the thing on the
yeah,
360, like, okay, they coming up.
they're closed.
They're coming up. They'll be here. Let me go ahead and put this on.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy uh, the time that I had. I
yeah.
mean, because I had my dog, so
It took me a while, man. It took me the trouble I was telling you I was having
hmm
because I have so much energy, and
yes, you do
I had nowhere nowhere
to
to send
release
it.
it.
Yeah, nowhere to send it because the energy that I had, it was aggression, it was dark humor, it was some people could say bullying. I would never
Uh,
say that. But it was like it's a different kind of
right.
energy that uh every day I could get that out. And then you got PT to burn the
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Energy. Mm-hmm.
And then you have work to burn the energy, dealing with people and problems and all that stuff. And then I'd go to the gym afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that energy. And then I get home. I was at the end of my energy thing. Now, every time I see my wife, hey, joke, 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 funny, 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 bully, 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 stuff that just don't work out. But
That was I mean, that was the focus
yeah,
at the
yeah.
time. So I mean, you learn to change your focus. You learn to try to focus that energy into
And
other
that's the
things.
thing. So like first retired, I had nothing because we were moving. So we didn't have a stable place yet because the
Mm-hmm.
house was being built. So that energy was like I was like panicking because they're staying with a sister-in-law. This is not my house,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't make no rules. I can't change anything. So I'm tied up, right? So I was
Mm-hmm.
going to the gym. Uh, like I said, the first year after the military, I was in the best shape of my life.
Mm.
Then my back went out. And from there, I've been fighting.
Try,
Yeah, I've been fighting, man.
shoot.
Yeah, so like then move into the house, and yes, you got your home, but now you see so many activities, so many
Mm-hmm. It's always something to do in the
jobs
house.
to
Yeah,
do.
it's
You know what I
different.
mean? The
Different.
honeydews and
Yep.
what you got going on, and then you sort of get to a place to where those are a lot less now. Now you got to be creative to come up with something, and then is that really worth it? And so that's the point to where I was like, um, I was really worried
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what to do because uh, Nikki had the travel agency, and I was uh, all about the travel agency,
Mm-hmm.
helping, and still am, but it wasn't mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I didn't know. Uh, I didn't understand how much energy to put because I have advice because I've been an advisor my whole,
Mm-hmm. A
that's
problem
yeah,
solver. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then you get to realize that in the army they had to listen to you. They didn't have to
Had no
take your advice,
choice.
but they
Yeah.
had to
You had
listen
no
to you.
choice.
And
Mm-hmm.
now she don't really listen to me. You know what I mean? It's because it's not her way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a thing. And then I had to start slowing down. I had to slow myself. I had to slow myself down. Like I said, uh, the worry about tomorrow. So that kept me up at night.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to stop, slow down, worrying about what to do in the day. Just set a little schedule and go. And if you choose not to do that,
It's okay.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's
Hey, just
okay.
say, I'm just going to go and watch
Mm-hmm.
TV or something like that. And so that's why I asked to buy yourself time because now I'm getting to the point to where I don't have to do things just to fill time. You know what I'm saying? So
To feel fulfilled.
yeah,
Like find activities,
yes,
find things for yourself to
right.
do.
And I'm not chasing that no
Yeah.
more. So that's the advantage I feel now.
We spend a lot of our younger years trying to build a life, a career, a family, a reputation, Then one day you look up and you realize the question isn't, what am I building? It's, what am I doing with the time I have left? That's not something to fear. If anything, it's a gift, a reminder to love the family a little harder. Take better care of yourself. Forgive when you can. Take the trip. Make the phone call. Stop waiting for the right time. Because the truth is, none of us knows how much time we have,
Facts.
but every one of us gets to decide what we do with today.
And more facts.
Yep.
If today's conversation resonated with you, or maybe challenged the way you think, we'd love to hear from you. So leave us a comment on YouTube or connect with us on our social media platform. Your perspective might be exactly what we need or someone else needs to hear.
Yep. And if you enjoyed today's conversation, please subscribe, follow, and share 4 Titles, 1 Truth with someone who'd enjoy being part of the discussion. Because these conversations don't end when the cameras stop rolling.
So until next time,
Let's keep the conversation going.
holla.
All right. Peace out.